This is the Finance Pastor coming to you live from my basement in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I hope everybody's doing phenomenal. And we are going to look at what the stock market news has been occurring in the last several days. So many news that has happened since we last did our broadcast, from tariffs over the weekend to Canada actually and Mexico succumbing to the demands by President Trump. And we are seeing that many of the demands that were made by President Trump, if you look away from the rhetoric, really were reasonable. Just send 10,000 troops and stop the flow of fentanyl into our country. And for many parents who have succumbed to the victim of fentanyl and many other illicit drugs that are coming over our borders, this is a sign of relief for many of them. And any of you who've ever experienced that understand the hurt a parent or a loved one feels when one of their loved ones are going through one of these situations. So, a lot of news that's coming up that really takes effect and drives the market. So, many of people saying, why haven't prices dropped, or why hasn't anything really taken place? Well, think of it as the United States right now is going through financial peace university. Think of it. The Dave Ramsey really had it right, where he was looking at, you have to cut expenditures, and if you're looking at the corporation of Doge, you're looking at what Elon Musk and his team is doing with cutting spending. Really, the United States is what going on right now is going through financial peace university, and how that shockwaves initially is like going on a crash diet. You might be used to going to buffets and eating whatever you want, anything that's smothered and covered, but when you go on a crash diet and you just go back down to water and crackers, it's a really shock to your system, because your body wants and craves all the sugar and all the unwanted foods that you're really not supposed to have. So the economy is going through that type of formula and that type of go through right now. So think of it as that nothing's going to happen overnight. You have to fix the supply chains, and you have to look at when you can do a lot of the things where you can fix and do the supply chains and really do a lot of great things. I am so looking forward to really looking for a way to really boost and look at what the economy is doing right now. We're looking at the S&P 500, and right now the S&P is really up a couple of bit. Is really like a stagnant day. It's not really a high mover day. And a lot of news is just really looking forward to seeing what may take place. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys and look at a couple of screens. And we're looking at trading views. Kind of want to see what's been happening. This S&P. Let's go back here. S&P, like, not really doing much. Stocks, kind of Nvidia up 4%. Apple's really having a tough time, and Apple's really getting really beat up, and so is Alphabet. Some of the earnings from Alphabet wasn't favorable, and we're looking for ways to maybe just look at where that stock is at right now. I mentioned yesterday that this stock seems to be hitting that 190, 191 range, and if it holds up, could it be a support zone? And that's kind of one of those things you're looking at where Alphabet. I am still bullish on Alphabet. I believe that this is going to be one of those stocks that can really move forward. Meta Platforms again is going up. We are looking to really make some moves, and I think Meta is one of those stocks that can potentially go to about 1,000. Is at 700. Is one of those stocks that Meta has really aged well in the social media age, and I really think that this is a great way for this stock to really grow and in this place. So, Nvidia looking good. Let's look at some of my favorites. Tesla. Tesla has been one of those stocks that's just it's gonna be in no man's land. This range right here, this 377, 379 range, really is a place where potentially like this, uh, it's really holding on. And let me answer this text. Nothing like going live, right? So cool. So Tesla, one of my favorite stocks, and I believe that is just staying in this 377, 379 range. Like again, it's one of those stocks that is gonna take off when nobody knows. And I am bullish on Elon Musk. A lot of people don't like him. They're very indifferent about him, but you have to see that he is the Tom Edison of our day. And I'm looking at stocks like Tesla, something like that that really is I think that has room for growth. And this is a good one that I like. See what other stocks. uh, Palantir. Palantir is one of my bullish stocks for 2025. I believe that this stock could go to that 150 range. It has just taken off like a rocket. With Nvidia being one of the darling stocks everyone's looking for, which is going to be the next one. And I have to get off this, and I'll finish this later. Hey, Aaron, give me a second, buddy. All right, give me a second. Let me go outside. know if this is still on, but if it is, this is amazing that it is. But I'm gonna redo this one. So sorry about that.